At 1421 Ridgely Street in the infamous South Baltimore Brewery District, you will find Checker Spot Brewery. Located within walking distance from M&T Bank Stadium and the legendary Camden Yards, Checker Spot is the place for pre- and post-game party. Sporting a fun bar-style menu and their own signature Baltimore brews, live events, and nightly fun, come grab your spot and don't miss out. Checker Spot Brewery, it's the spot.
Good. Welcome, Baltimore. Another episode of Sanity Lounge in here.
Yeah, baby.
This is what I said. This is episode 66. We have a brand new band in here that features some Sanity Lounge veterans and some newcomers. It's Big Meadow. They did one song, but we are going to hear two more songs during the course of this interview, which is going to be very cool. Brian has never heard them, so he's going in blind. He's the only one in the room that has not heard these songs before. So we have Shelby, Matt for his third appearance.
Is that right?
Mike. I was on with speakers, and then I was on.
Yeah, man.
Shit, that's right.
His third. And Ricky, who was our first guest, if you remember, all the way back to May
Dr.
1st,
Richard
2024.
We're back.
Finally back for number 2. So welcome.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I mean, first of all, the song that, they just played a live song. You can watch it after the interview. It was fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me read you my notes now.
What tranquil is my word.
Well, so this is what I wrote just as I'm pacing listening to it. Ethereal, beautiful, uplifting with a hint of melancholy. The song felt like floating on the ocean with waves crashing occasionally, then calm water veering into the new world. I loved it. Now,
that was wonderful.
Thank you.
Was wonderful.
I like that description.
Well, as I was pacing, listening, I do that. I don't know. But anyway, as two people since that song have told me, though, the rest of the songs are totally different. Now, I love that. I have no idea what that means, but I love all over the place type stuff. Shelby,
they're equally beautiful, though.
Okay. Now, Shelby, do you write like the music, or is it kind of a full band thing, or what's the...
I wrote a bunch of material a couple years ago over about 2 months, and I brought it all to Matt. And it has certainly changed a lot since then.
Right.
But yeah, this is my material.
I got you. So
it was all there when she brought it to me. Like basically what we've done is turn it into what these four humans can play.
Yeah, right.
And then kind of like there are some things that we played around with arrangement stuff, but it was almost all exactly what you brought me, just brought to life, really.
Matt really helped me get the songs in a more accessible place.
Right.
And the runtime for the record's still a little bit long for pressing to vinyl, but we got it reasonable.
What is it?
I think it's a 40.
We're just at like, what was it? We had to say 22 minutes aside. We're like just barely over 22 minutes aside right now. We're trying to figure out.
How many songs are on it?
It's 10 songs.
10. So
awesome.
I've heard 3 now.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Well, so you would say that the impetus of the band is Miss Shelby, and what's your musical history? Like, what led you? Like, when you were younger, what
This is
was
a
you,
really
what were you
long,
into?
loaded question.
Yeah. Yeah. No, please. I mean, you know.
Yeah, my earliest memories. I can talk about my dad's musical influence and my mom's. My dad's, it was Zeppelin, it was Leonard Skinner, like those two bands. Especially Zeppelin. When I remember first hearing Levee Breaks, and that was it for me.
Right.
But my mom, she brought a lot of like Michael Jackson and Prince and dance music. But also through my mom, I got exposed to worship music, like contemporary Christian music and praise music. And so really I learned how to play with other people through praise team stuff at my church and school. So I kind of used that history in the album for Subversion and critique. So it's definitely in me. I really like the kind of epic. You're just not holding anything back with your joy that you feel in worship music. But combined with like the heaviness of Zeppelin, I think.
Yeah,
is where
well,
I try to land.
It's interesting you say that, because as like I wrote all that shit, and I played, sometimes churches need a drummer, and even though I'm a heathen, as it were, they'll
Join the club.
They'll let the help if they need it. And I've played worship music, and it's wildly uplifting. It's very emotional. It's very different than other styles. I mean, a lot of tom work, especially with drummers. I don't know if you've ever, but anyway,
Depends on the church.
that's an interesting. Yeah, I guess that's true.
You were doing a church gig the other day
it was a Catholic church
That was an
gig.
accident when I called you, by the way.
Oh, you can always call me in church. First of all, it's not a very
Well, we were already
regular
communicating,
thing.
but it was one of those things where you like send somebody a text and they call you immediately. They're like, why are they calling me?
Right.
That's what I did to him.
Well, but that's interesting musical history, and it makes sense because the song was uplifting and fucking beautiful, Now, Matt, how did you meet Miss Shelby?
So Shelby and I met you when you were 16. Is that right?
I think I was 15.
15. So Shelby was going to school at a small Christian, like public school, or not public school, Christian private school, that a mutual friend of ours happened to be her teacher at the time, and somebody that I play music with. And I was actually cleaning out my rental property, and Shelby did hourly work, just came and helped me clean up. But it was really easy to connect. We became friends really fast.
Nice.
And then just a few years after that, this group out of Frederick, the Dan McGuire group, I got a call. Same drummer, mutual friend, was like, "Hey, this band's kind of coming along. We think we probably want to get a different bass player, and you're gonna love this young, phenomenal guitar player we have." And that guitar player was Shelby. And so we started doing the same gigging we all do: wedding hits, bar hits, the whole thing. And I watched Shelby grow from somebody who had proclivity immediately for guitar into somebody who had a voice, and that doesn't always happen, or at least we all have been on some path,
Sure,
artistically, and you see people, you see something grow in them, or you don't, and I don't mean that negatively. Some people they find joy in it, and that's what it is for them. But what I saw from Shelby was something more, and so when Shelby brought the material to me, I was already in love with it, instantly, and not, I don't know, it threads a line between being technically exciting and also not overly intellectual, and that's a hard line to split, I think. And I hadn't got to work on anything that turned me on the same way that this did, in a decade at least. So I was so excited to be a part of this. People are like, "When's the record coming out?" Trust me, once I start telling you, I'm never going to shut up.
Right.
So where did you grow up, Shelby?
Actually, really close to where Matt lives right now in Woodbine.
Oh, no, that's where
Holy shit.
Brian
Not
lives,
far from
basically
here.
in Woodbine.
Well, I do my parks and shit. Yeah.
Right. So when you brought the music to Matt, what was it? Just vocals and guitar?
There really weren't that many vocals.
Only one song had, two.
I was singing
Invocation.
some melodies, but it was I never intended this to be an album with lyrics.
Really?
Really?
All instrumental.
Yeah.
So, it's okay. So, Mr. Mike, how do you, where do you come into this picture? First of all, your playing is wonderful.
Thank you.
It was, the ethereal was a lot of you, it was very beautiful. What's your musical history?
Kind of just playing a lot like everyone else here, just in the local scene for the better part of a long time. And,
Are you a lifer keyboard or more guitar? Or
honestly,
both?
I'm actually primarily a guitar player.
I got you.
But some years ago, I got picked up in a band as kind of like the utility thing.
Gotcha.
Where I'd play guitar on some tunes, play keys on other tunes, and then that just became, hey, I'm the guy that spins plates.
Yeah, right.
So, and then I think when Matt kind of was visualizing how this was going to come to a live stage, he knew that, needs someone that can spin plates.
Right.
And
right.
I guess I got the call for that reason.
Yeah, because when we first started talking about you all coming on here, it was a trio.
Yes, the initial like when Shelby came to me, the only person I suggested for the job was Ricky. We actually have a ton of incredibly brilliant friends that are drummers. Like we all do.
Right, sure.
And so it wasn't about like Ricky was the only guy that could do the job. He was just the exact right voice for what I was hearing from it, which was to take something that felt very centered in music that felt familiar, but to put it in a place that felt more human, because everything that you had brought to me was either percussion that you had sort of put together, like found percussion, or it was programmed drums, right? And Ricky is such an organic player. It really kind of shifted the nature of the band when it became a trio. I feel like.
Yeah. Well, I felt really limited drum wise, just recording in an apartment. I had one microphone, so I was beatboxing a lot of drum stuff and just hitting my guitar. So I always did imagine the material bigger, more of the Zeppelin thing, big drums. So Ricky's really brought that.
Right. Well, the Zeppelin drums, Dr. Richard Wise here. It's like, he looks like Bonzo in the heyday. He plays like Bonzo, but better.
He does.
You can't.
I hear you occasionally
I've never really
sings, too.
thought about
Taking
that.
any of this.
He plays like him too.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's phenomenal. So I think it's a good get, Mr. Ricky Wise. So when you first heard the material, did you get into it initially because you're like, Matt's my boy, I'm in? Or was it because you heard the material and you were like, holy shit?
We hate each other. We
don't really like each other much at all.
Not at all.
So let's set the record straight here, gentlemen.
This is why we have Mike between us.
Yeah, because at any moment
can't-
we might throw a punch.
It could be
That's who
terrible.
you think did this.
I mean,
Speaking
look at that.
Matt had a little road rage. That's
He
why
opened his mouth a little too much.
Got a little mouthy. Ricky put me in my place.
No, honestly, Shelby had approached me about the project with Matt, probably at the Cup or something. So
It was at the Cup.
Yeah, and just kind of talking about this project of just like, hey, we're looking to record this material. We need a drummer for it, and we think that you would have a cool approach for it. And in my mind, I was just kind of like, send me the stuff. I'll listen to it whenever. And I honestly was just kind of like, whatever this is going to be, I'm into it. I'll be happy to play drums on it. But we actually wound up getting together at Matt's house to just listen through all the demo material that was there, which I don't.
By
I
that
think
point,
still,
had we fleshed anything out, or was it still just Shelby's?
Just
it
my
was some stuff was fleshed out with YouTube, but most of it was still the original demos because there wasn't any vocals on anything. There wasn't any. There was some melodies that were already there, but part of the original ask when we kind of came into this was maybe I was going to be singing some of this stuff.
Gotcha.
So we were talking about that early on, and I'm very happy the direction this has moved, by the way, because Shelby has really brought these tunes to life with her voice, not only on her guitar but her actual voice. And it's really it's been an incredible process of recording this stuff, and now with Mike and with Deb and Emily are vocalists that are going to be joining us for the album release. The live band is all 6 of us, but in the studio it was just Matt, Shelby, and I. So bringing this stuff to life now is really fun because when we went to record everything, we basically got together once or twice to go over the tune that we were going to go and record. And that doesn't give you a lot of time.
I was going to say
flesh
once or
everything out.
twice. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Just Brian. Wait till
why
you hear
were
the
you so
arrangements.
rushed?
They're intense.
It wasn't rushed.
That's all it took.
We
came
spent-
together. and
You
it
guys
felt
were like
great.
butter.
Yeah.
Like, right. All right.
Yeah, it was 5 months last year. I mean, spread across,
of
but
recording.
yeah. So we would kind of, spend some time, a couple hours, each time that we got together to work on 1 or 2 of these tunes, which gave us enough of like, this is what the tune is. This is the direction it should be going in, and this is the arrangement we need to record. So when we got into the studio space, that's where we got to play a little bit more, where it was like, okay, this is that idea, but maybe we need to layer something here, or whatever it wound up being.
Right.
And so now, we're bringing this stuff back to life off of the record, and it's a freedom of just being a band now. It's not a recording project
Yeah,
anymore.
right,
It's
right.
actually bringing this stuff to life, and that's been the biggest reward of the whole thing. But honestly, from the beginning, I just fell in love with the material, and I thought, one, it was a different style of drumming than I had really done maybe ever, and I was really excited about trying to bring my voice to that stuff.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the brushwork and stuff is nasty. Not that
My brushwork is terrible,
Yes.
but it's really nice to
No,
set, set a nice
So-
blanket of things.
You're the vocalist primarily, correct?
Entirely.
On the
so you
record,
provide
it's everything
everything
We
Shelby
sang a
on the
gang
record.
vocal on one song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every other voice is Shelby. All of it. All the high stuff, all the screams. When you hear it all, just
Okay.
wait, Brian.
I can't fucking
Yeah,
wait.
neither can I now.
I mean, I'm good. We're only good to give me another couple minutes, but go ahead. Ask me. Okay, well, look,
I
this
forgot what I
might
was
be
gonna
rude,
say.
but I don't give a shit. Miss Shelby, how old are you?
I'm 30.
Wow, you look fucking great. I thought you were like 24 or 22 or some shit.
Nice.
All right, and Matt, you're old as shit,
Yeah,
right? You're,
so it's super. I'm the
Okay.
fucking grandpa of
Right.
this band, and,
And
it
then-
sucks hard.
and now look, baby. But what's your
Right.
age?
Hard.
You're
I'm 47.
47,
I turned 47
yeah.
in December. Yeah.
nice, Mr. Mike.
I'm 10 years his junior.
Okay.
Nice. So
Do you know what that
37?
means? Got it. 37.
It's a fair question. 37, and then Dr. Richard Wise.
I'm 34.
34.
Nice. All right. Yeah, just for the record, he's the old man in this room.
In the room.
Yeah. Although I am a grandfather.
Yes,
All
you
right,
are.
but
Which automatically makes you older.
yeah, it does. So let's get back to Big Meadow because
Yeah.
that's what we're all
Can
about.
I say something?
Please.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so we've been talking about, well, Matt mentioned Ricky is the right drummer for the record. But for me, the most important thing is that I just feel comfortable around the people I'm collaborating with.
Right.
And all these guys, like, I just love spending time with them.
Right.
And I feel safe to create how I want to create. And yeah, I feel really privileged to be in this area because, yeah, there's a lot of really amazing players.
Oh, yeah.
That means we have a lot to choose from when it comes to building the personality matrix of the band.
Right.
So that's really worked out. I'm super grateful.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's wonderful.
it's heavy hitters.
The whole thing
awesome.
I talked about when I was on the first time is how great the Baltimore scene
Yeah.
is. Like, it's just a glut of brilliant players that are all very different from each other. And,
Right.
and like I said, picking Ricky for this project was because I felt like there was a creative edge that he was going to add to it that was what I thought was appropriate. It is not anything against any of the other brilliant drummers.
Yeah,
that we all
right,
know.
right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's a big
Yeah.
city, and I can't believe, like, over the last 5 years, I just kind of discovered he's known for years that.
Well, I'm still discovering bands now that have been on the show.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
That
It's
I've
like
never heard before.
the fucking bands in Baltimore is so great, and nobody. Well, I mean, we know, but it's like you never hear about it out, beyond Baltimore.
You're starting
It's
to, though.
wild, yeah.
So then, what
we
about the
appreciate
name?
y'all.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all helping with that. The name.
Oh yeah. So tell me about the name Big Meadow.
Yeah, I grew up on Big Meadow Farm in Woodbine, and there's many generations that I am close to. Like my grandmother lived there, and my aunt, and there's a lot of pain that happened in that place. So for me, Big Meadow is the answer, my answer to the generational pain that
Right.
happened on that property, and now it's being sold. So the timing's interesting. It's like for me, it's a lot of closure.
Yeah,
this,
right.
This project.
Right. So, are you a spiritual person, Miss Shelby?
Yeah, I would say so. I've my journey's been very complex with
Right.
spirituality because I grew up fully immersed in a high control religious environment.
That's what I felt. I was vibing that, and I'm not trying to make if you don't want to talk about it, it's fine. But we get into spirituality and how it
Okay.
reflects to the music and stuff like that. If
Sure, yeah,
if you're okay with it,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the album deals with it for sure.
Interesting.
My lyrics, because like I said, it's taken a turn for me, taken many turns.
Right.
I've gone from, like I said, the full immersion to nothing, no spirituality, and I felt the emptiness of that, and
Yeah.
so I've found my own ways to bring it back into my life. And
Good for you.
creating art has really helped me
Yeah.
to do that, and I feel more whole again.
Good for you. That's wonderful.
That's
I
nice to
can't-
see this just getting started. Too.
I know. I can't wait to hear. Okay, so listen, the first song, "If Wheel Can Control the Order." I don't know if you can, but
Sure you can. It's just a file.
the first song that I'm going to hear for the very first time in real time, I think, is "Wake Me."
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to say shit because I want to hear the damn song.
Yeah.
So those at home, just listen to the song with us.
I purposely did not let Brian. But Matt sent me these tracks this morning. I couldn't not listen to them, so I listened to them in my car loudly. Was that right? Not
yeah.
listen to them?
You could
Yeah,
not
I think
listen.
you used a
Yeah.
triple.
That was
you
a
said you
triple
couldn't
negative.
not
That was
not.
nice.
I could
hot.
not, comma, not
Yeah.
listen.
No, I immediately texted him, and I immediately made the decision not to let you hear them until now.
Yeah, because I get emotional with music.
Yeah.
I love music and everything like that, but I'm not going to
Not
talk.
that you wouldn't appreciate it, but
Yeah.
it kind of blew me away.
Yeah, so I'm just going to chill and
yeah.
and enjoy it whenever Chris is ready.
Yep.
Okay. So
You were so
hold on.
dying to talk.
So, oh my God.
Aren't you so glad I did that to you?
I mean, for fuck's sake. First of all, Shelby, what the fuck is going on here? It's very well played, baby. You're over there going, hi, it's just me. I'm Shelby. I didn't even know you could sing. Christ. For those listening, the song they did at the beginning was like a jazz instrumental.
Yeah.
Like there was no fucking vocals.
Right.
So they're like, I'm going,
Oh,
hey,
God.
it's like, holy fuck.
It's great.
So, wow, what a great fucking sound. First of all, gentlemen, the backing is just big. Big, Zeppelin-y
That
big.
was the point.
Yeah.
And just so I'm clear, that it's just the three of you on that.
There's nobody playing anything on that. That's
Oh
not
my
the
God,
three
I
of
can't
us.
wait to see that
Holy
live.
shit, dude.
So for the gig, you said there's two more, and what role do they play?
They're background vocalists, and they're going to do
Background
some
vocals.
percussion as well.
And I think we
Man.
might also have them on a keyboard for some of the layers. Where we were talking about that.
Something.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to hearing
So
that.
wait, so Miss Shelby, so is all of those fucking vocals you layering you?
Everyone.
Okay, so what? My next question. I'm sorry, Wade Davis. Okay, so let's talk.
No, you're not cutting me
I
off,
missed.
man.
I missed the history here. So you took vocal lessons, or you sang in church?
I never sang in church. I never sang. I didn't sing very much until this project. Really, I sang some background vocals for a band that I play in, but singing has never been something that I thought I could do. I love to sing along to things in my car, and I just constantly did that. So I was like taking vocal lessons from Robert Plant, Chester Bennington,
You're right,
listening and singing along. But
Did you know?
You're right.
Well, to be honest, when we initially started moving the album towards the direction that it ended up, my thought was like, Shelby needs to sing this. But then as we talked about it, we both have this deep desire to make sure that this project is the absolute best it can be. And so the initial thought was, why don't we talk to somebody like Ricky and also possibly a female vocalist, and we can get kind of both of, because you like the main vocal line on that is 3 parts. It's like the screaming part.
That's
it's an octave lower and an octave above. And so a lot of the stuff we had that idea for, like this feminine and masculine combination, right? But as Shelby started to write the words, there was no way anybody else could sing it and it be the right thing. It had to be Shelby.
Right.
So in my mind.
And did you feel intimidated by that, or were you excited by that?
yeah, it was the most terrifying thing I've ever.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's, so do you mind the sound of your own voice?
It's very, very complex subject for me.
Okay,
I've been since I started recording. Maybe a couple months into the recording process, I started seeing Pete Strobel, vocal teacher. Pete has changed my life in many ways. Accepting my own voice is one of those ways, and maybe the most significant.
Right,
So
sure, yeah, 100%.
It's a journey.
yeah, I mean,
So how long have you been singing?
I've always been singing.
Right,
But,
but
I was,
who heard it first?
Well,
voice.
as this started
Her
to happen,
voice.
it was us. I mean,
Okay.
together in my home studio as we fleshed out all these demos.
So she was just like, "Look, I'm gonna throw some vocals down."
Well, it
And
was
you were like,
leg-
"Yeah, we're
it was
ready."
legit-
Matt
legitimately
made
like-
me do it.
Yeah, I did
Wow.
kind of push on it, but he was legitimately like, these guitar melodies are perfect. And so she started writing lyrics based on the concepts of all these songs. The melody came out on guitar first.
wow.
Even for ones that weren't there when Shelby brought me the demo, we fleshed it out with like drums and bass, and then like I was like, this needs more of a melody. Like that one, the what we just listened to, "Wake Me," was that was the melody, that main riff. So the melody that she's singing in her vocal happened after the fact.
Yeah,
so
see,
first it was
that's-
a guitar melody.
That's some Bruce Dickinson shit right there.
But
I mean,
that's where her voice lies. She has
Yeah.
this beautiful.
God,
and
Bruce
I don't know how
Dickinson.
much you noticed on that, but all of those like choir backgrounds,
Yes.
all that high stuff, she pops that shit out. Like,
That's
Ricky,
why I said,
in the
was
studio,
that
Ricky
all
would be like,
you? What
sing
the
this note,
fuck is-
woo! Now sing this note, woo! And she
Right.
would just fucking do it. And then there's
it's like
stacks of
Prince.
my
harmony.
favorite
I
thing.
mean, you're like Prince. Prince could sing every fucking octave just
But then
like that.
You heard
because
all
whatever.
the like the passion and the
Yeah.
turmoil and those fucking screams. It's all there.
So that I texted it back. I was like, "Are you sure you don't want to just play the songs.
Oh my gosh, dude.
They have their reasons.
But yeah,
it's
no,
fine.
no,
It's fine.
and I respect that. Yeah,
We're,
yeah.
No,
we're
I
waiting
can't
to
wait.
give it to the
I
world
can't wait.
on April
Absolutely,
24th.
yeah, because it's like this. It's like, first of all, you're not phoning it in, okay? Like,
No.
it's like the lyrics obviously mean something, but the way that you're going from Bruce Dickinson,
Lane
to Lane
Staley.
Staley to
Maynard.
to Maynard,
Oh my God,
to like,
the vocals.
and now, but you're not them.
No,
you're
no.
you.
Yeah.
But it's like
it's so
if
good.
all of them banged and had like a love child. And that was evolution. I don't know if this is proper, but you know what I'm saying. And that was
I'm
evolution.
going to go and say it's not proper.
It's
here we
It would
are.
be
the medical
because-
terms.
You know what I'm saying? You're not them. You're you, but it's the best parts of all of them, and it's fucking shocking.
Yeah,
That's what I hear in her
wonderful.
guitar playing as well. Is this really
I didn't even think about that.
unique? And she sings in the same way that she plays. Do you love sitting here while we all talk about it?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not
No,
trying
I
to
mean,
make it
I've
funny.
watched
Yeah.
it. There's Instagram videos of
Shelby,
her
I
jamming.
talk
I knew
weird.
the
I'm
guitar
sorry,
was
you know?
coming. I just wasn't expecting it when I heard that song. It just blew me away.
Yeah, it was nasty, man.
Well, that's something I've been struggling with, is my identity with music, because I've always just played guitar.
Wow.
And people like just what happened. People like to talk about the singing, but I'm like, I really the guitar parts are like, they were the first thing that I came up with. So
That speaks to
they're
you.
extremely important to me
Right.
emotionally.
Right.
So, but I mean, I'm happy that I'm doing the vocals, because I do like what Matt said. Once I wrote the lyrics,
Oh,
I
yeah.
couldn't have
It's
any.
your
verses.
story. It's your story
Who
to
said
tell.
that to us? Like, you have to sing your own lyrics. Didn't somebody say that?
Yeah,
It's
just the other
tough
day.
to sing someone else's lyrics. Or
It was
something,
like Ed Hoff or something.
Somebody,
Yeah,
yeah.
just the other day they said that to us. But I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not that, your guitar playing's nasty as shit. I was just listening, and I'm sitting there listening to these, like I said, you were just talking. So like, hi, what's up? And I'm thinking, well, this will be nice, And then, wow.
And it is nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it was nice in a different way.
Can you play other instruments?
Not really. I
Yes,
mean,
she can. Shut up.
Right.
I mean, I played bass on these records.
dabble.
And
You played it on the record?
Not on the record,
Sorry,
on the
the
demos.
demos.
Okay. I was gonna
She
say,
played all the bass on the demos.
I didn't play any bass on the record. Matt actually played some guitar on the record, though.
nice.
And
Yeah.
bass clarinet.
Yeah, bass
and
clarinet.
What else dumb?
Good
What other
times.
dumb shit did I do? I did all
Bass
kinds of
clarinet.
bullshit.
There's some
My
percussion stuff.
wife.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my wife played bass clarinet on this record too.
Oh,
actually.
did she?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, that's right. You guys are like the dynamic duo.
She lets me stay in her house. She's really the one that gave me the black eye.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to mention it, baby. I thought, well, Matt got worked over again. No, I'm like,
Yeah.
sorry. All right. Anyway, here we go. Okay, so the next song
Yeah.
that now, Okay, so the next song that I'm going to hear for the very
Wisdom
first
of
time
Anger.
is called "The Wisdom of Anger." No, yes, "The Wisdom of Anger."
Before we dive into this, I'm just saying, jumping in front of Chris, starting it.
Yep.
The tune that you heard first was the second track on the record, and it's after sort of the overture of the record, which the first tune is. This is all the way at the tail end. This is the 8th tune on the record. Okay. And so the story has really evolved at this point. So I just wanted to put that out there because the album itself has this very linear beauty to it. That I'm
You
really,
said the album is 22 minutes long?
no, aside.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because we're trying to put it on vinyl.
Yeah.
And is this like a concept album?
Yeah.
It's got a story from beginning to end
It does,
type vibe.
and as of right now, conceptually, it's one of 3. So,
I love that.
Yeah.
Trilogies are always.
Yeah, what you just heard is really the first chapter of the story, because the song before is kind of outside of the world of the rest of the record.
it's kind of spoken about by the narrator. That's the way I see
Yeah,
the
the
invocation.
first song's
Well,
kind of a narrator.
Do you?
deal.
I mean, we didn't really talk about the lyrics. Do you want to talk about the song in particular and like how that song came to you, or no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'll leave the mystery there.
Now,
Sounds
but
good.
are there liner notes of lyrics and shit, or
Yeah.
are we gonna have to? Right.
We will include lyrics
Nice.
with the vinyl, and hopefully lyric videos for every song.
Right.
It just takes work.
Oh, and by the way, I don't know if we even said this. The name of the record is "The Path of the Beam." I'm just putting that out
The
there.
Path of the Beam.
Path of the Beam.
Nice. Like
Which is-
Jim Beam. Like
It's actually a Stephen King reference, but
Okay.
it sort of speaks to a bigger overarching thing.
nice.
You're gonna have to make it down to the show, April 24th.
Dude, that was my shit. Like, that's my shit. Like, that kind of swing funk. Like Les Claypool, Them Crooked Vultures vibe. Fucking nasty melody. Like, a hook. Like, nice hook. Like, and I was trying to hear the lyrics. Like, you know, I could make out the lyrics a little bit better on that one, but
That one's a little less wordy too. It's got some repeated parts.
yeah, but like even that, like that whole melody, I fucking
Yeah, I
loved
love
it.
the flow. And the beat.
And your work is done. Like what? You know, go ahead.
This is a good one to point out why Matt is so powerful as a collaborator. Because when I brought this to him, well, first of all, I had shown him all the material, and he made a remark at the end of that listening session. He said, there should be something heavy at this point of the record. That's all I said. And then that night I went home and I wrote all the riffs and the melodies for what you just heard.
Yeah.
But the form of it, I didn't know how to put all the pieces together, really. It was very long form. It was a lot longer. And it hung on those sections a lot longer. So Matt helped me trim it, push pieces together, move things around. And it's much more accessible now, I think. It makes a lot more sense as a tune than it did when I first brought it to him.
Yeah, it feels like, I mean, it's a great fucking song. Like, it's a great song. It feels like a great fucking song.
Yeah.
You know, man, yeah, wow. I mean, I can't wait for those at home to watch
To hear that,
the
yeah.
fucking last song.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, you cats are all over the place and in the best way, because the first song, Wake Me, is that what? Right. Had a hard edge with the deep thunder fuck bass, like, you know, like, again, I'm sorry.
But that's my new
Trademark.
byline.
It's not
Trademark.
Yeah, it's not proper.
Thunderfuck
I
bass.
apologize.
Thunderfuck.
Yeah.
But in a good way. If that, yeah,
No, I'm with
I
you,
hope
Brian.
that
I
sounded
appreciate it.
good.
No, I'm
right?
into
'Cause
it.
I
You should
meant
get a
that
giant
as
sticker for the back of the upright
Yeah,
that
right.
says Thunderfuck.
right, Matt Thunderfuck, baby, I'm in. But
Yeah.
so it had that edge. This song had, even though like lyrically, you know, we'll find out, but it had more of like a funk, like more
Funk, but still heavy.
heavy though.
Yeah.
That you know, you guys are bringing the heat.
Well, I
with
think
that shit.
one of the things that Shelby and I, and that tune is a really good example of it. What we've tried to do with this material is we both sort of agreed that like there are parts of this record that are heavy metal, but at the same time we are sort of poking fun at like traditional like heavy music that has to sound a certain way.
Yeah, right.
You know, we really kind of like just hint at it and then go back into, like you said, like I'm actually all of that shit's with my fingers on my right hand,
Right.
as opposed to like playing with a pick.
Right.
So it doesn't get that bright clacky metal thing. It gets like it's a little funkier.
Right,
sounding
it
because of
feels
that. Yeah.
funk a little bit, but heavy. You know,
That
like-
was very much the idea, and both of these tunes we just heard coincidentally happen to be on baritone. They were written on baritone guitar, so that's
explain
already.
it to the layman.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Shelby, if you'd like.
Baritone, it's just like guitar, but deep. It's like between a bass and a guitar.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
So-
it's a
a
fourth
baritone
down,
guitar.
right? It's A to A or B to B.
B to B, and I tune for Wake Me. It's tuned down a whole step from there, so it's very low tuned.
Okay.
It helps me feel like I'm part of the rhythm section, which I've always loved drums and bass.
Right.
So it's nice to like be in the.
That's
be in the
why
game
it
a little
feels
bit.
so thick.
It is the baritone playing on it is badass.
Thick.
That's what
That
it
is a
is.
good
Yeah.
description of that
Three.
song.
There's
Yeah.
three tunes on the record that are primary baritone tunes, right? Those two in Painter.
Yeah.
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 And but then that's not all, right? Like the record goes all over the place.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
guarantee it. Because Savior, what? Okay, so
Savoring
The
Ritual.
song you played in the lounge.
yeah, I wrote it down, and it's a pretty title, and there's a parentheses: Savoring Ritual (parentheses Alex). Can we ask about that title?
Yeah. I'll tell you about the rituals.
Yeah, right, sure.
Sure. So there's my concept for the rituals is that they have a few different roles. Primarily, it's sonically and aesthetically, they're a bit of a palate cleanser to help break up the record because these songs have a lot going on
Right.
and some of them are very abrasive. It helps to have these little moments that just set a new stage.
That's a great idea.
For the next parts of the record.
There are 3 on the album.
I was gonna 3 instrumental.
Yes, and all 3 of them. Well, technically one has vocal, but it doesn't have words.
And they're
Grieving
there
Ritual.
to kind of break it up.
Yeah, and they help tell the story too.
Right,
though.
sure.
Yeah, they're within the narrative.
Right.
There's no lyrics to help y'all understand how
Right.
that works.
Right.
But I make references to them in other songs. So eventually it would be possible, especially when all 3 albums are done, it will be possible to put all the pieces together and understand even the instrumental parts narratively. That's the goal.
I love
This
that.
is like Francis the Mute and shit. Like, so let me ask you this:
The what?
Francis the Mute. It was a concept album, Mars Volta. I mean,
Okay.
it's nothing like it, but it was a concept album that was a little bit. You really had to dig to figure out like what the hell was going on. You had to work for it, and I like
And
that kind.
the
of
hope
art.
is that the songs themselves, all by themselves, are fun and great,
right.
so that you don't need the full picture to enjoy them.
Well, that's
Sure.
But then you have this other layer. If you get into the record and you like it, then there's a big
depth.
backstory to everything that's happening, and it's all coming from this sort of concept that Shelby is in the midst of. We're even started writing the second record, so it's
Well, the songs are accessible by themselves. I mean, that's the thing, is like the concept thing is just the proverbial cherry on the top. It's like the music is fucking nasty, and I love a good concept album. That's
Well, you're good at analyzing and
I obsess.
Figure 'em
You
out.
see, I have an obsessive.
if you're
nature.
not, Paige can.
Right. Well, she's analytic. I'm obsessive. Yeah. But wonderful stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, man, I'm excited as hell. So when does the first record come out?
April 24th.
April 24th.
That's what I was just telling you about. Creative Alliance, April 24th
Yeah.
album release.
All right.
Yeah, we will be performing it that day, and it will also release fully online.
Yeah.
What?
that day.
So this already happened, but what did you release on March 1st?
For the listener.
Yeah.
That's
so
so funny.
we're in the past, listener. We're the first tune we listened to. Wake Me is also the first single from the record, and that's what we're releasing on
Nice.
March 1st.
Awesome.
With a video.
With a video.
We're working on that now.
Oh, another thing about Big Meadow that's important is we are attempting to make it an entire art project. So anything that we do, if you see a video from us, we did it. We filmed it. We perceived it. We did the post-production. If you're hearing something, yes, we've worked with brilliant engineers and folks, but everything that's being played on these records is played by us humans. That it, to me, and I'm a little bit proselytizing right now, but like I'm just like so over any sort of the AI thing is fucking. I'm so pissed about it.
Yeah.
Conceptually, it is nothing but plagiarism.
Sure.
And
Dude,
it's just the fucking worst thing that's ever
You have
happened
to
to
tell
art.
me.
Same thing with AI replacing extras or characters in shows, whatever. All that shit
Right.
can fuck all the way off.
Yeah, it's a problem.
And so what we're trying to do, and also just because it's really joyful for us, like everything that we put out, we're trying to make sure we do something creative with it.
I love that.
Which is like that video that we shot in the van for the
Wonderful. The
for,
Tiny Desk
for the Tiny
submission.
Desk thing. That was the idea. We
Yeah.
wanted to just do something entirely ours.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that, that's on YouTube, right?
Yeah, and we haven't really been sharing it yet.
You haven't shared it.
Because that
Oh,
song
I-
is
I
also
just
on
got
the
the
album.
sneak peek.
Yeah, that song's
Oh,
also on the
nice.
record. so.
Nice.
Did I share that to you?
No.
I don't think
Yeah,
they
I was
told me it
saying,
was like, don't share this.
I
And
was
I don't
gonna
even
say,
think
I haven't
I
heard
sent it to you.
Yeah.
I'm a man of my
You
word.
always tell me.
I'm a
like,
man of my
this is
word.
bullshit.
I have seen the video, but no one else has except the submission people.
Right. Well, that's a great first single because it really grabs you, and it's a fucking jammer.
that's
I mean,
a nice.
I think that's the
release.
first thing you showed me, right, Shelby? That's the very first song that I heard from this.
I showed you that, and then I showed you Grieving. Which
Yeah.
is,
They're wildly different.
very different.
Those are two
I mean, I
very
can't
different
wait.
songs.
I can't wait for the whole album now. I mean,
Yeah, me neither.
yeah, I'm very excited here. So
2 months from today.
2 months from today is
Yeah.
nuts. So, and you wrote every lyric on the album. You wrote,
Not quite.
okay.
I met with Jennifer Ferguson Smith because we thought that she was going to be writing all the lyrics, because I also didn't know I was going to be writing the lyrics for this record.
Okay,
But-
so you kind of felt overwhelmed at first,
Yeah.
and you were going to hire like a hired gun.
So-
Were you a lyricist anyway?
But
Wow.
I met with Jen, and then she encouraged me to do it, and then we met for a writing session to work on the song Painter Painting, which is the third song. And Jen's going to get a writing credit on that tune because she did write some of those words, and that was a very formative moment for me because I learned a lot from her in those few hours we worked together, but really just her encouragement, saying like, seeing what I wrote during that session, she was like, you can do this and you should do this. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know who that is. Is she in a band?
Do you know the Naked Blue?
Yes.
Yeah, she is half of Naked Blue. Her and
Okay.
Scott Smith.
Oh.
So Scott Smith runs Wood and Stone, the studio in Parkville.
Yeah, Naked Blue. They've played at the corner market right here.
Well, Naked Blue, did a
They've been
thing
around
for a long time.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
they kind of been on a hiatus for a while. Although they're starting a new record, and they had me and John Tamakis in there a couple months ago, cutting some tracks.
Tamakis.
Yeah, but Jen and Scott are great.
Maybe I'm thinking.
And I actually hooked. I hooked you guys up because I felt like Jen's just got this great. She's wildly creatively open, but she's also disciplined. Like she really understands how to do things in order. But anything is theoretically accessible art for her. So I knew she wasn't going to come to Shelby and be like, "That's bad." It was more like, "Oh, if this is what you want to do, here's a method to get that out." And it's exactly what happened. It's exactly what
yeah,
happened.
I love Jen.
Yeah, I mean, but
She's
that's
amazing.
really impressive. Like, just, I mean, I haven't heard the whole album yet, but just the two songs, like, it's good writing, like
I agree.
they're good songs. And like, so to be able to kind of just, lackadaisically be like, well, I've never written before, I'll give it a shot. And right
now
Pink
you're
Floyd,
learning
The
what it's
Wall.
like to be friends with Shelby.
Right. It's like, that's a wild,
When I'm
that's
like,
a wild
you know what'd be really
accomplishment.
cool is if we did something in like a shifting meter, but also like sort of not notes that you can normally play on an instrument. She's like, you mean like this? And then just fucking does it. Like,
Right.
all the time, all the fucking time.
Right.
Fantastic.
Wow.
She sings in every register,
Well, that's honestly, I mean, it's been the most fun about all of this material and why I loved it from the beginning. That it was all so variably different. Each tune has its
Yeah.
own sort of identity of a thing, but somehow, especially after we had recorded everything, somehow there's still this thread that ties everything through. And especially, when we finally did it, it's because we had developed this voice as a band. But hearing it initially, all coming from Shelby's brain and into this stuff, that was the unique thing about this record, was just that there was so much different material and so much of it was played authentically. Like it wasn't being phoned in by anybody, and it was so moving without the lyrics, moving without the melodies. Like it was just a really well thought out thing that needed to find the rest of it.
Yeah,
And it was
right.
that was so lovely from the beginning.
And to be clear, what Shelby brought me, the demos, almost every layer that's on the record was already there in one form or another. Now, we've grown some of the melodies, we've grown some of the forms or arranged the forms.
Beefed
but
it up a little.
If you want to go back and look at, this one guitar moment that's really cool, or these the little things that poke out, like, I wonder what their idea came from. Those original demos, almost every fucking note was there.
That's awesome.
And she had played the bass, and she had played multiple guitars, and she had played whatever fucking percussion she could make work. And then when she brought it to me, I was like, let's just keep going. Let's make these bigger. And so
Right.
we reworked the tunes in demo form with me on bass and drums, and then started bringing it to figure out who was going to make the finished product. But yeah, it was so much there when it came to me. Like, you wouldn't, anybody who's ever written material or worked with a band, we get all varying levels of stuff brought to us to
Right.
create something from. That Shelby was full on map.
Well, I think the pressure was on Mike.
Well,
when
listen,
they brought him in, and they
my
were like,
next question.
"What-
Give
I
the
think this is a
mic.
good one.
Give the mic
what
to
new
Mike.
thing can you do here?"
Now, look, so Mike, two questions. The first question is: were you like, "Well, I'll be dipped in buttermilk" when you heard the music? Were
Right,
you
he
like,
doesn't
"Holy
really talk
shit"?
like that.
Like
Well, yeah.
in a good way. I mean,
He doesn't really talk like that.
wait,
Yeah,
wait,
I
I've
don't know
never
about,
heard him say dipped in butter.
I don't know about the whole buttermilk thing, but I will say, yeah, when Matt and Shelby kind of approached me with this whole thing, and I listened to the music for the first time, I was blown away.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you
Absolutely
must
blown
be
away.
like, "Holy
And,
shit!"
and it was also kind of a challenge because it was music that I'm not too accustomed to playing either.
Right.
So I feel like everybody is being safely pushed out of their comfort zone in this
Right.
project. Like Ricky's playing drum parts he doesn't usually play, and y'all are coming up with everything.
Right. Right.
Where I don't know where you're pulling it from. But I
Right.
was going to say earlier, I actually met Shelby. You were doing a bar gig with Maynard in
Yeah.
that band when I met you.
Yep.
And I remember hearing that this band I used to be in, like a local cover band, needed a fill in. Shelby took the call for that gig. My girlfriend and I went out because it was close to the house. And I remember seeing Shelby on that stage, and it's, you know, everyone can play their version of Don't Stop Believin' or whatever. But the way that you spoke through your guitar, I immediately knew. I was like, that's a player. That's a
Right.
real player with a real voice and not just going through the motion. So
Right.
when I was approached with, hey, do you want to be in a band with me and Shelby? Yeah. Because
Wow.
I know that she has something to say.
Right.
And I want to help her say it.
That's awesome.
You know?
Yeah, that's all good shit, man. Look, and it just dawned on me as you said that. I'm like, yeah, why did I say that? And this is exactly why. And this is going to segue
We're coming
into
back to buttermilk.
Yeah, because listen,
All right,
after
yeah,
you
yeah.
said
It all
that, I'm
comes
going
back to buttermilk
I'm
things.
going. Wait a second, because why did I say that? And it's hit me. It's a 1982's DC cab. Grady, the
Nick-
old Whitfield Mayo.
Gary Busey?
No.
No.
Whitfield Mayo.
Oh, okay.
His name is Grady in the movie, but he's a homeless cabbie, and that's one of the things he says in the movie. Poll right now.
Everybody
is-
here has seen DC Cab. Just kidding.
Yeah,
No.
absolutely. Yeah.
Right, we all know. We all remember DC
We all know.
Cab.
I'm very confused.
Anyway.
No.
It's a Mr. T film.
Yeah, Miss Shelby and Mike. I'm a movie hound,
Yeah.
so my brain is constantly.
Actually,
going
I
that
recommend
way.
watching DC Cab.
It's phenomenal.
Gary Busey's in it and Mr. T.
And a young
lot-
Bill Maher,
yeah, Bill
Paul
Maher,
Rodriguez.
yeah,
What a
lot of-
dynamic duo.
It's a great movie. They
Let's
run a
talk
cab.
about
They
if you
work
see
at a
those
cab
two
company.
people anywhere.
Listen,
like
if-
if you see those two people in the same place at the same time, leave
Dude, and it's
that
T
building.
and B-
Leave
It's,
immediately.
it's classic Mr. T. He is dressed exactly like B.A. Baracus in that movie.
Well,
So
it's 82, and
Yeah.
Rocky 3 was 83. So
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
All right. Well, so
Can I say something? real quick?
please.
Like Matt said, the layers to these songs have been in my head for a long time now. So to bring them to Mike and watch him work so hard and with so much care to take those layers out of our music and to what you just heard with Savoring Ritual, like to the stage, I'm just so grateful to him for the care that he's put into that. Is
I love
very,
that.
very
Secret
important.
weapon. Mike is our secret weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I was telling you. That ethereal vibe, it was all of you, but it was a lot of you. And, so I was just kind of like, wow, man, this is right up my,
Yeah, it's going to be nice
spiritual alley.
seeing the full
and that
production.
was just that tune.
Well, that's what I
But
mean.
yeah,
I
like
can't
there's
wait to hear
because
the
I'm
rest
doing
of
some of the baritone work, some acoustic guitar work, and other stuff. But I think with the synth and sound design, we have the tribute band to The Cure that we work with, and I think kind of Matt knows my ear and my love for sound design.
Right.
And I'm kind of a synth nerd these days.
You're the gathering gloom.
Yes.
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 So we do that, and I think he kind of knew where I was coming from with the synthesizer. side.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
Bring
looking
back
forward
that
to what you add
and-
to those two songs.
Yeah.
Well, it's been really fun because like Mike's been given a little direction from Shelby, of what specific parts that she wants covered, in the live show. But then there's also freedom, like especially in that tune that you heard us play in here is, I heard things today that I had not heard at all, and I was just like, yeah, this is nice. This is what playing live together means, and that's, when we take it all the way back to like, why did we get into music? At some point or another, we all realized we wanted to play with other people.
Yeah.
And that's the most fun about this whole thing, and seeing, these parts that Mike is getting and just seeing them come to life in a way that all the parts that we had initially, because when we rehearsed this tune to go into the studio, we didn't have the extra layers of stuff. So it was just Shelby on acoustic, Matt on upright, and me on drums. And so we were like feeling this thing out, and we had a vibe. But then once we recorded it, it was like, oh yes. And in the demo, all those layers and stuff were there. But playing it together. We didn't quite get that place until it was all put together, and then it was like, oh, that's what it is. That's the whole thing. And so
felt
having,
right.
yeah.
And then with the girls, it's
Yeah.
even bigger.
Yep.
So you guys have practiced with the girls already.
The Summer Rain video that we did, Tiny Desk, is all 6 of us.
Nice.
So that was the first time the full band was ever recorded, the full performing band.
Right.
But yeah, we've started the rehearsal process, and they're doing a great job.
Yeah.
But
In
really
that
are.
green
Deb
van.
and Emily.
What's that?
All 6 of them are
Yeah,
in the
we're
green
in the van.
for
We
that
tracked-
Yeah,
performance.
what a
the video
hip
in the van.
fucking van.
It's
like,
cool. It's a
Van
I
is
mean,
cool, man.
I pulled up, I thought, holy
Yeah.
shit, what the hell is going on?
Turtle.
Yeah, it's
Ninja
phenomenal.
Turtle.
But
All
it was
right.
really fun with that live performance, and also the way the show is going to be is that like some of these moments we have all 5 of us or 5 of us singing, where that just makes these moments so big. And on the record it's beautiful because it's all Shelby's voice, and so the blend is just this other thing. But it was really nice to hear 5 individual voices kind of come together and sing that stuff, because it still had this way of blending that bloomed into this giant note, and I was so
And
happy.
another point at which Mike was a secret weapon.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a point in that tune, Summer Rain, which is actually the closing song on the album, where Shelby has like an ad lib back and forth. And so Mike took the melody and sounds so much like Shelby in that recording. Like you did such a beautiful job of putting it right in the same place she was singing it. And that's the level of musicianship that we're getting from everybody in the group. And that's the band I always wanted.
Right.
Like, I love all the bands that I work with, and I've worked with some bad motherfuckers. This project doing its own thing entirely outside of anybody else's direction, and it's ours, and everybody is a badass, and that feels so rewarding to me.
Yeah.
And it's elusive. It can be. At
It
least.
is elusive. I'm
Yeah.
very proud of you and happy for you guys, because I know, I mean, all of you, but like, you guys have been grinding for a minute, and not on an original thing though. So this is different, because I have an original band and it is different.
It's a different game.
Yeah,
You're totally right.
breath
The
of fresh
Speakers
air.
is original.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Speakers,
right.
Some
right.
originals,
Yeah.
but that band's still just a really, really good cover band.
Yeah, you guys are
at its
just
core.
gunslingers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
There were
fucking-
actually were there 7 of you in the van?
No,
who
the
was
person working the
recording?
gimbal is standing just outside
Oh,
of the
really?
back doors and uses zoom in stuff. So
wow.
and then
I thought
the
they were in.
cameras
That's very
angles
well
that you
done.
see inside the van were literally like bungee corded to
yeah.
the roof of the
It's
van.
very
You
well
can see
done.
him in
It's a-
some of the frames.
Yeah.
not if you notice, if you look for them.
Yeah.
They're there.
No, it's a really cool video.
I can't
It's well
wait.
done. Well done.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Are you
In,
gonna- you're
I
gonna
wasn't in
release
the
that?
elite that got to see
Yeah,
it.
we're trying to share stuff sort of
show you before we
incrementally.
leave.
There's a
So
method.
the lead. Well, just so that we have something to talk about
Yeah.
between now and April, right? Because if we're just like, look at all this stuff, and then we're like, don't forget about all this stuff, right?
Right.
Yeah,
We'll keep that going. Yeah.
I would like people's first impression to be "Wake Me,"
Yeah.
and then we walk back at intensity from there.
That was
Right.
that was my first impression.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
I mean,
cool.
crazy. My first impression was the Savior song, which was way different. But I mean, I love all of it. I love all of it. Yeah. it was
Second
great.
impression is cool too.
Yeah, and
The
there's
second
there's
impression-
other stuff that's closer to Savoring. There's some tunes that start in that sort of alt acoustic world and make their way into a more rock and roll thing. Like it's kind of all there.
Yeah, and again, I'm in. Regardless of whether it's Savior or Smack Me in the Face, like I love all of it.
I think
thought it was
everyone will be. Yeah.
fucking great. All right, so
Smack me in the face.
is that on the album Smack Me in the Face?
It's going to be.
Album 2.
Yeah. Album 2, Matt Thunderfuck. Track 1 is Smack Me in the Face.
This is great.
This got
Take that
really
down.
dirty in a way that I didn't exactly sign off on.
Yeah, so Miss Shelby, we like to wrap up the interview usually by delving a little bit into your history with film and television. If you could.
Yeah.
Yeah, or either or. Give me now one thing I want to mention before I say this. One of your band compadres, Mr. Dan Wallace, who we want to get the 11th hour in.
Oh yeah,
the
I've been
studio.
chatting with Dan.
Yeah,
the
because-
last couple days.
Yeah, like I keep we got to figure that out. But he wanted
It's
me to
gonna be soon,
rephrase the
real soon,
question.
soon.
But if you were on
Desert
a
Island.
desert island and you had 3 to 5 movies or TV shows for the rest of your life, what's Miss Shelby bringing?
Well, film is something that we talk about a lot with this project. So I make some references to movies in the lyrics.
Okay, good.
I really like Robert Eggers' work. So I reference his movie The Lighthouse in Wake Me, the song you heard.
So hover there for a second. So you like Eggers, right? So you've seen The Witch, right?
I love The Witch.
Right, me too. Wow.
I haven't seen The Lighthouse yet.
Dude,
Still.
The Lighthouse. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, what a movie. Like, and Defoe is just, I mean, they're both great in it, but Willem Dafoe in that movie kicks it up to a different level.
Well, his monologue when he curses Winslow, I reference that monologue
Oh, wow.
in Wake Me.
When he's just giving it to him like an old fucking sailor lingo,
Yeah,
you know.
I'm still trying to memorize that.
Yeah.
That whole
He's
rant.
calling Poseidon and shit. Like, you know, it's good stuff.
That's nice.
Great pick. And then are you excited because do you know what he's coming out with?
Yeah, the werewolf movie.
Yeah. So this cat Roger Eggers for the cheap seats here.
Robert.
Robert. Yeah, it's Robert.
Right.
You're right. Robert Eggers is an up and coming filmmaker. He's been around for a minute, but he always delves real deep and authentically into like the whatever he's doing. So like the movie The Witch, he like spent years studying New England folklore of witchcraft and like, you know, what it really looked like when the first settlers came here, how they treated people that they thought were witchy and shit like that. Like, so it feels really creepy, really authentic and good. He did the same thing with The Lighthouse. I mean, it goes wild. Like, it's not like it's based in reality, but it's based in tales of lighthouse men who have lost their mind out there by the, you know, in the turn of the century.
What else
or
has he
whatever.
done?
He did a movie called The Northman with your Skarsgård.
Yeah.
And it was good.
That's
good.
that's the only one I've seen, which
Yeah.
it's
It was a great movie, yeah.
it's good.
And that was his first foray into studio. He's kind of like a hip indie cat, and in order for him to, I think, get to the next level, he agreed to do The Northman, and it was good. I mean, you know, it was a good, respectable.
Is it Netflix? I feel
Yeah.
like-
Was that a movie or a show?
No, it was a movie.
It's a movie.
Yeah,
I think
movie?
it was for Netflix, right?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It was during COVID, maybe, or
Yeah.
right around there, but it was good.
Yeah,
you
that
know,
was on my list, and I don't think I ever watched it.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not.
dude, Roger Eggers.
I'm not up on
man. Yeah.
Robert.
Robert. I keep saying Roger. I'm tired of shit. I'm tired of shit. All right, go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, all good. I also love David Lynch. So-
My son is gonna flip out. Like he loves Robert Eggers and David Lynch. Go ahead.
Yeah. I've only recently got into Lynch, but instantly became obsessed. I like to watch interviews, so I've watched every Robert Eggers interview. I'm now finding every David Lynch interview.
Lynch is a madman. Like he's a great interview.
I just like how he thinks about art and spirituality and life in general. But I love like Twin Peaks. I love Twin Peaks. Mulholland Drive is great. I just love everything I've seen so far. I haven't finished his body of work yet, but
Nice.
I'm really enjoying that.
Yeah, the good for you because Lynch. I mean, so have you gone Blue Velvet? Yeah, I mean that I saw it in the theater. I was like 14 or some shit. I was like, oh my god,
Yeah,
great fucking movie.
it's great.
And Mulholland Drive, like what a just incredible movie that I mean, I remember at the dawn of the internet, I mean, for me, like who the hell knows, maybe it was around for a minute, but I'm always late to the game. But like there were like websites dedicated to Mulholland Drive and like trying to figure out like what the hell the whole essence of the film was. Like people loved it and they loved obsessing over it for a minute.
People, you could try to figure that movie out your entire life.
That's what I mean. It's like you could go on for a very long time about interpretations of that film.
Yeah.
And it's still good. It's like, you know, I'm trying to think of the other Lynch the last Lynch I saw that I hadn't seen in a minute. It's the one with Robert Blake. And he's pale. Bill Pullman's in it too. I can't remember what the hell the name of it was, but it was so much better than I remembered it. Before the end of this, I'll bring it up, but you
Okay.
got to check it.
Okay.
Good for you, Lynch. That's great, man. All right, so go ahead.
Yeah, and to get a little bit less weird, I grew up with like Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, and as a kid, it's like the epic hero's journey thing
Right.
really spoke to me, and I think I've tried to put that into this record, the hero's journey especially. I love fantasy, and one of the, I don't know if you all play video games, but probably the biggest influence on the record is a video game called Dark Souls. And I love dark fantasy and mythology.
Right.
And so I'm, pulling from that fantasy world, whether it's Lord of the Rings or Dark Souls, that's huge for me.
I loved Lord of the Rings. I mean, like just in general, the films and the whole story. My wife like loves Tolkien. Like she can speak Elvish and shit. Like I mean, not really, but like she's deep in the game, you know. So those movies really like, because when I first watched them, I liked them from a fantasy level, but like that shit's deep. Like it's very heavy, you know, undertones throughout all those Lord of the Rings movies. The hero's journey, as you're saying. You know,
I love the mythology so much.
Yeah. And it does speak, ironically, to most of us. Like, you know, as children growing up, that's what made Luke Skywalker become him.
And the search for Gollum is coming.
Yeah.
They're popular for a reason.
Right. Because it's what do you call it? There's a word for it, but it's in all of us. You know, it speaks to our souls. It's uncanny like that. It's timeless. The hero's journey.
Yep.
And before stories were written, it's just there.
Yeah.
You know. All right, man. Well, that's wonderful. Good stuff. All right, Matt.
I've answered this question twice.
Well, you can go.
No, I'm going to branch out. That's why I'm saying
Yeah.
that. So, one of the things that I want to mention, because I leaned into it, it's not a movie, it's a book series, but it's the Dark Tower series, Stephen King. Shelby came to me with this project and mentioned that there were elements of it, like she had said, fantasy, and also mentioned that a little bit of it was inspired by the Dark Tower series. And I've always been a Stephen King fan, and I had never read that. And so, because I obsess, she was like, "Oh, it's like kind of a little bit part of this thing." I read the whole fucking series.
I guarantee it.
I started with the first book and read through all of them and did it in like what, 3 months, 2 months?
Yeah.
Those are really fast.
Two at the most.
Wildly amazing. Like, I mean, of course I'm a huge Stephen King fan, but as far as like real true like epic heroes tale, it's very different than anything that Stephen did, and it's so fucking good.
So I read The Gunslinger and The Drawing of Three.
Okay,
and I'm talking about in the 90s.
Yeah, me too.
yeah.
That's when
Like,
I read the
it took him 3 decades to finish it. He wrote the first line of the book in 1974. I think he explains it at the foreword of the last book.
Wow.
And he released the last book in 2008 or something like that, way late. Like, so he that whole experience of writing that was a journey for him. And if you read the books, it's apparent.
Yeah.
He writes himself into those fucking books.
Wow.
Stephen King,
Yeah, see,
the human, is in those books. It's really, really amazing.
So, but
It's
on
incredible.
that note, I never saw it, but I heard the film was trash.
Don't bother. Don't bother.
Yeah.
That's not. Yeah, that has nothing to do with.
I mean,
what the Dark
why?
Knight
How
was.
did they miss on that?
Especially with Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey.
Right, it's
Yeah,
like
they just made a movie that was
Yeah.
kind of sort of like some of the stuff from the whole series, but
Right.
only really encapsulated the tale of the first book, and then like some of they just. If they had done the whole thing, it would have been a series of
Have you
movies,
seen the
right?
movie?
no, because
I was
I
going to say,
watched
you,
it.
you might watch, if you've never read the books, you might watch the movie and be like, this is a cool movie. but
It's
I
an
don't.
not knowing the story,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's an acceptable
Sure.
movie. If you're a fan of the story, the movie
Yeah.
has nothing to do with
Right.
it.
well, that's I kind of held back because I had read Gunslinger and Drawing of Three, but it had been many years, and I was a little excited, but it did not do well, and everybody I knew was like, "It's a piece of shit." And
If you know the story, the movie
I
is
just never.
It doesn't hold up. Yeah.
All right, what else you got, Matt?
So, oh shit. You last time I had brought up Lord of the Rings. You know what? Here's one. Because this is another big part of who I am. I would actually have Dazed and Confused there, and for a layer of reasons, not just because it was a cute pop film in the 90s from my childhood. The music in that movie is wildly valuable. That like mid 70s rock and roll sort of expanse that was incredibly influential on me at that time period in my life. And then I love the fucking cars in that movie. Man. It's all, my heart is so like, I have affinity for the artwork that came from that time period. I'm obsessed with it. That's why I have a 1972 van. The elements of that movie, and there are really cool moments in that movie cinematically too.
It's an incredible film.
It really is.
Richard
And you
Linklater,
don't think of it
firing on all cylinders.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite scenes is like when the freshman character is at the Moon Tower and he walks through the crowd, and it's a 14-year-old being drunk for the first time.
Right.
And it's like this wibbly wobbly camera views, and then and the music is too loud and you can't really hear what people are saying. And I'm like, that's what it's like to be drunk.
Yeah.
It was
like
perfect.
It's such a good moment, and all of the just bullshit like that these teenagers deal with each other that is wildly ineffectual to your grander life, and they show it in this beautiful, timeless way. It's a great fucking movie.
It was
phenomenal.
We
went to the field parties. Like,
Yeah.
They were wild. Like,
Well, Woe Davis and I went to the theater on acid, I believe, in '93
Security Boulevard
to see that movie
at midnight.
When it was like the debut of it,
Yeah.
and when Sweet Emotion, when the chords of Sweet
hell
Emotion, the snare drops,
That bass
and
part.
they show that fucking car. Josh is probably screaming right now. Ben Davis and Josh, what kind of car was it?
It depends
Yellow.
which.
It was the yellow. at the
It's a
very
Judge. It's a
opening.
GTO Judge. Right?
GTO.
Yeah,
Right.
but then there's like Ben Affleck's character has a duster, a
Well,
primer
right.
duster.
I'm talking about the very beginning shot of
Yeah.
when Sweet Emotion snare drops, whatever that car is,
Yeah.
you know you're in.
Wasn't
Like,
that Rips? Or
I think it was McConaughey's.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no,
yeah.
no,
No,
it was
he
that
wasn't
guy.
in
It
the
was-
middle.
it was
Matthew
the
McConaughey
curly
has
guy.
he has a super
Rip,
sport
the
Chevelle.
dude that Grabowski just discovered is Rip from Yellowstone. Okay.
No, it wasn't. It's not.
It's
Rip.
his car, right?
No, it's
no,
not
he had
Hauser.
he had the truck.
It's the
He
big-eyed
had the
guy
truck.
that it's Pickford.
Oh yeah. The dude that had the party.
Yeah, yeah,
Pickford.
yeah.
That was
Yeah,
supposed to have
that's
the
it.
party at his house.
Yeah, good pick though, man.
Yeah,
Thanks.
That's a
That-
good one.
I had to branch out from everything I've said the last couple times. So.
All right, Mr. Mike.
So we're going favorite movies.
Yeah, give me
Number rep.
3 to 5. You know.
3 to 5. Wow.
It could be favorite, most watched, comfort.
If you were
comfort
alone on a
movie.
desert island for the rest of your life,
That's the question.
starving to death, you know.
Um.
and these do get counted.
All right. Judge as you will. I am a
One day I
huge
got to put that
fan.
list together.
I'm a huge fan of the Adam Sandler movie, Reign Over Me.
Okay, you're an
The Adam
you're an
Sandler
emotional
movie,
guy.
Reign Over
Mike.
Me. I haven't seen that movie.
Yeah, you're.
If you
That's a
haven't
great
seen
movie.
it,
Is
It's
it
very
new?
good.
That is a
No,
movie. That is a movie that displays different types of PTSD. Basically, the premise is Sandler plays a character whose family died on 9/11.
Okay.
It was a true story, right? Wasn't
I-
it based on a true story or some
Well,
shit?
I don't
Obviously.
I
well,
don't
no,
know.
but I'm saying
Well,
I think that it was based on
historical
a
fiction.
book
Right.
or something like that.
It's so
but go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild, but the cast is stacked. It's
Right.
it's Sandler, Don Cheadle, Liv Tyler,
I've never even heard of
Jada
this
Pinkett
movie.
Smith.
Oh, dude,
It's
it's
a brilliant, and it's also named after my favorite Who song.
Nice.
Reign
I
Over
was thinking about
Yeah,
that.
which
When he's screaming the lyrics, it makes me want to cry just thinking.
yeah, there
Wow.
it's there's an arc of the movie where he finally is able to tell his story to somebody that he trusts, and I'll leave it at that. And
Yeah, it's an emotion. So you're an
and-
emotional cat, Mike.
absolutely
Right. Okay.
absolutely. I'm a Capricorn with what is it, a Pisces moon? So.
I dig that. Right. You're in a Cure cover band, for fuck's sake. I didn't think about it, right.
Yeah, I'm a sad boy.
Right. No, I dig it. I dig it.
I like headier stuff too. I guess Pi is a good one.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You like the old black and
yeah,
white, right?
Aronofsky.
Yep.
Darren Aronofsky.
And then Requiem's great too.
Oh, my gosh.
But but
gut
Pie was
wrenching.
always a little bit more heady to me.
I love the thought. I love just thinking like about Pi, the whole movie, the concept. Do you remember that? We were in film school when that came out. It was black and
Yeah,
white.
Darren Aronofsky.
Guy slowly losing his head.
He's a
mathematician,
mathematician,
right? Over the number pi. It was black and white. We watched it back in the day at Full Sail, but it was fucking.
Yeah, it's
just
worth a rewatch.
Yeah,
It's
a
trip.
bender.
Oh, jeez. What else?
Do you like other Aronofsky? Have you seen Mother?
No.
I don't know if I'm recommending it or not.
I mean,
But-
I don't know if I can recommend Pie or not.
Well,
I just
mean.
enjoyed the
But-
film.
But that's what I mean. Like, it's very challenging. There's a movie called Mother with Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
see
yeah.
it?
I didn't see it.
Let me
but
tell
I
you
remember-
something.
I remember seeing the trailer for it. Yeah, it
It's-
looked fucking cool.
It's like it's a Aronofsky style retelling of the Bible, as it were, in like a weird fever dream, like Javier Bardem and
Is that horror?
yeah, it's weird. It's wild. I don't know if I like it. I don't know. I just know that if you ought to check it out.
Yeah,
Like it's
no,
worth it.
absolutely. Yeah, I
But it was a challenging film.
if
Mother.
it's something that's going to make me think, that
It
those
is.
I'm,
You'll watch it and be like, what the fuck is going on? And then you'll start being, and then, like I said, the biblical allegory, if you will, in the background, it gets, you start, then you're like, dude, I need to rewatch that shit.
Yeah.
Like it kind of sticks with you.
I'm a fan of movies you got to watch a couple
Yeah,
times to
you
catch
know.
everything.
But yeah, good stuff there. All right. You got another one, or is that?
Do I have another one? I mean, I like the classic horror movies. All the slasher films. Are
Okay.
good. Obviously, the Halloweens.
Yeah.
Most of them.
Who's your favorite?
Favorite slasher?
Yeah,
Ooh. Probably Michael Myers.
yeah, I agree.
Probably Michael Myers. Just the head tilt. The silent head tilt thing is
Yeah.
just that. I saw that way too young, and it kind of fucked me up as
Yeah,
a kid.
it fucked me up too.
Did you see the Ed Gein thing? The
Yes.
making a monster.
I did see that.
It's
that
so good, dude. I thought it was amazing.
Dude, the one with Dahmer was.
You did not like it.
I did like it. I thought they were a little over the top with it.
Oh,
With
okay.
the, I mean, obviously, yeah,
I didn't
As
watch
the
Dahmer.
story develops.
Dude, the one
he
with-
does what he does. We understand.
Yeah.
The one with Dahmer was unbelievably
That would stress me
acted.
out.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
That was
It was-
Evan Peters.
Yeah,
right.
I mean that
Yep.
motherfucker needs an Academy Award or something. That shit was incredible.
What about Bundy? Did you like that too? The one with
That's wait,
Bundy was the dude.
Mark
He's got like
Harmon.
three names. He was in High School Musical. The actor that played Ted Bundy.
oh, I don't think that's
Zachary.
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron?
Yeah.
Wait,
Did you
Zac
see that?
I don't
Zac
think I saw
Efron
it.
played Ted Bundy.
yeah. Or he's either playing.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know. I
right.
don't think I saw
What
it.
the-
I didn't watch that.
Really?
But I remember it
I don't
coming
think I
out.
saw it.
All right.
Apparently.
I feel like I did watch
he,
it.
I
I think
believe
he was
you.
nominated for an award for that.
Well, no, he was nominated for Iron Claw. He was Terry Von Erich. You're Terry Von Erich.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, but wait. So now I'm all fucked up. What were we just talking about?
The monsters.
Buttermilk.
Buttermilk. Well
Yes.
played.
Way to bring it back, Shelby.
Well played. All right, moving on to Dr. Rickard Wise. I'm going to say Rickard.
It should be noted I'm not a doctor in any sense.
I have to.
as I've been introduced that way every time.
You are a doctor of the drums, and you're
Extremely
Dr.
Wicked. That's what it was called. The Ted Bundy.
Oh yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Zac Efron plays Ted Bundy.
I gotta
It's
watch
called
that. Yeah,
I heard that was really good.
I never watched it. I had
Yeah,
no
it's called
idea.
Extremely Wicked.
I thought it never came out, or they were
No,
making it, or something
yeah.
like that. Interesting,
Yes.
Doctor.
I truthfully don't remember what I said when I was here with you guys.
God.
But I know that the ones that I go back to fairly regularly are sort of that Bill Murray threefer that happens. That's like Caddyshack and Stripes
Yes.
and Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, Groundhog Day is like a decade later.
Yeah.
But those three I go back to quite a good bit.
Hey, I got a question for
Please.
you. Did you check out the new Muppet Show?
You know,
The
I
Muppets,
haven't.
That was one of the things you said.
Yes, I love the Muppets. I haven't watched the newest show. I got to be honest with you. The new Kermit drives me up a wall.
It drives me
The voice?
crazy.
The guy's voice, man.
Yeah.
So it's not even Brian Henson
It's not
anymore?
Brian
It's
Henson
not.
anymore.
It's some guy that they
It's
got.
not Brian Henson.
They got him. I'll tell you where they got him. I don't know where they got him, but the first time they used him,
It's like, where'd they get him?
the first
pulled him
time
out
they
of a
used
trash
him
can.
was in the Muppets Haunted Mansion movie that they did
Okay.
like a year or two ago.
Right.
And I turned it on, and the first time Kermit spoke, I about threw my remote control across the room. I was just so angry about this, and then I realized, why am I angry about this? This is dumb.
Right,
Don't-
Jim
let it
Henson's
go.
dead. Brian
It's all
moved
fine.
The
on.
Family Guy
Everything is
thing
fine.
is my
But,
favorite.
well,
The
let me just
Family
tell
Guy
you.
skit.
But I heard it's amazing, and
Well,
I do need to
here's
watch
the deal.
it.
I did not see the Haunted Mansion because, like you, when the voices change, what can you do? I want to be in,
Sure.
but I can't. But Seth Rogen produced it, and it was well done.
Yeah.
It was fun. It
I've heard
felt
it's great,
right.
but I agree.
Like it was good.
You've
It
seen
was-
the Family Guy skit where Peter's he's in the doctor and he's like, the doctor, it's the main Family Guy doctor. He's like, we'll just have to wait and see. And then it cuts to Stewie.
No.
And he's like, Jim Henson had a wait and see attitude. And now we have wrong sounding Muppets.
That's incredible. No,
That's amazing.
that's fucking wonderful.
My favorite of all that stuff was they did a Muppets TV show that was like The Office.
yes.
Dude,
yes.
That's
yes.
the best one that they ever
We
did.
talked about that.
I think we did,
swear
yeah.
it was
It's-
it was one
Oh,
season and
just
it was
one
That was
so
still Brian
perfect.
Henson.
So
Brian Henson
good.
was pretty close to Jim. He
Yeah,
was
yeah.
Did you ever
pretty
watch that?
close.
Well, close.
What
but it
was
was
the
just
one
slightly
that
off.
Brett and Jermaine did? What's the name of their duo?
Oh, the Flight of the
Flight
Conchords.
of Conchords. They did
Oh,
the
yeah,
the one
that
with the. Was it the Muppets in Outer Space? Did they do that?
Did
one?
they do Muppets
They
in
did.
Space?
One of
They
them they
did.
did. Either
Dude,
that or Brett
I
did. it.
love Jermaine Clement.
Yeah, I
And
think-
Brett McKenzie's new album
Man.
is awesome.
Well,
I
they're back
loved
together
Muppets
as
from
Flight of the
Space.
Conchords.
Yeah,
yes,
they're doing
yes,
something.
yes.
Yeah, I forgot.
Actually, I want to retroactively add Flight of the Conchords to
There
my
you go.
answer.
Go for it.
Yeah, they were.
Absolutely acceptable.
It's business time.
It is business.
That's why I'm
time.
down to my socks.
All right, well, so this has been incredible.
Did
Big-
did he give 3?
I gave 3. I will add a TV show that I'm watching right now.
Please.
Again, because it's amazing. The West Wing, which sounds
Oh,
dumb.
As in
Interesting.
West Wing, like the one from the
You're
90s?
doing a rewatch on the
like-
West Wing.
Yes, absolutely.
Martin Sheen, the
Yes,
president.
Martin
Good
Sheen.
for you.
President Jed Bartlett.
Rob Lowe.
There's
It's
a lot.
Rob- it's fantastic.
There's a lot of seasons of that, aren't there?
There's 7 seasons. I'm like 2 episodes from the end right now.
Oh,
but
wow.
Mel and I did the whole thing because she hadn't watched it, and there's something about the way that show is written. I love Aaron Sorkin. Aaron Sorkin stuff. The Newsroom was amazing.
Incredible.
Newsroom
was unbelievable.
so good. Studio 60 only had 1 season. I loved it. I'm also a huge Matthew Perry fan, so do with that what you will.
I don't think I saw Studios.
I love Martin
It was-
Sheen's acting.
Martin
Sheen,
Sheen is
everybody loves
incredible.
Martin
I mean,
Sheen's
right,
acting.
I
He
know
is
that.
incredible. Yeah.
Also, side note, speaking of Martin Sheen, I just watched the Charlie Sheen documentary
Me
not
too.
long ago.
Me too.
Okay, did you know about that basketball game?
Yeah, no. I mean, I watched the documentary, and
yes,
I knew.
that's what happened with me. There was a basketball game in the early '90s. Charlie Sheen and Martin Sheen were a team against Michael Jordan, and they won.
Yeah, because the point of the
It
documentary.
was a celebrity
Against
tournament.
just Michael Jordan.
Yeah, it was 2-on-1.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
yes,
Right.
but also,
Right.
Right.
That's hilarious.
Because they were talking about in the documentary how Charlie's just naturally, like, he's a good athlete. Like, he's
Yeah.
a good pitcher, and he can run a little ball. And
was
then,
he throwing in Major League?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was him
Probably,
pitching. Yeah. And if you're a baseball head, like, for years, everybody's like, he's a real pitcher. Like, that's really him, and he's a real thrower. Whereas if you watch Bull Durham, Costner looks pretty good. But, you know,
No, not Costner. He's the catcher.
I'm sorry,
It's,
Tim Robbins.
Tim Robbins.
Yeah, right.
Meat.
Costner was in For the Love of the Game.
No,
pitching.
Costner's in Bull Durham.
No, but I mean, he's pitching.
Yeah, he's the pitcher for the love of
Because
the
I'm
game.
picturing Costner pitching. I'm like, what
Yeah.
is it? What the fuck? But that's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, good shit.
yeah,
Man.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wonderful.
That's it.
All right.
That's
well,
That's
so
hilarious.
the band Big Meadow, I have not been this excited for a new band
Since your own,
in a
probably.
minute. Yeah, well, I mean, other than mine because I'm a selfish prick, but that's neither here nor there. I'm talking about real bands.
You're
here.
allowed to like your band better than our band.
No, I
I
don't.
like our band better than
I
your
don't.
band.
Dude, if you, guys, you guys should listen to his album.
Absolutely,
it's really
yeah.
good.
It's wild,
Gravedigger's
dude.
Biscuits, self-titled.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's not my
And y'all were
music.
just in studio,
It's my
right?
cousin's music.
Was that two
They're the
episodes
current
ago?
They're the current episode because
current
we didn't
episode,
have February 10th.
Yeah, that's
I'm
awesome.
more
man.
I'm more of a jam band funk guy. Now that being said, I love all music. Like I don't, I'm in, but like the Gravediggers Biscuits isn't necessarily like it's a weird style. I've never played it ever, and so I was very proud of it. It's a great fucking album. I have a wild front man. And it's different, but you guys are way different, and I'm so in love with everything about it, man.
Yep.
Big Meadow, I love the concept. I can't wait to hear all 3 of the albums. I hope they get completed.
Oh, they will.
Oh yeah, I
There's
think
not-
they will.
They will.
And is there anything you want to say, Miss Shelby?
Yeah, I'll say one more thing. You asked about the rituals earlier, and they're just a good way to talk about what I'm about to say.
Sure.
The rituals, like Savoring Ritual, my intention is that you would use it very intentionally as a spirituality tool. So if something good just happened to you, you would put the song on, and you would think about that thing the entire time. That's why there's a big breath in it, so that you just have that moment for you to think about it. And this project as a whole, I wrote it not knowing anybody would listen to it, but now people have listened to it.
Yeah.
And so I hope that people are able to use it as a tool. I hope people, through seeing my darkness and my expression of suffering, will also relate to my expression of hope, that this album in its entirety is a message of hope for the future. So that's
Good for you.
That's really, it's supposed to be very optimistic, despite the darkness that you hear in Wake Me.
Right.
So
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's heavy shit. I mean, well, so that's wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean,
April 24th, Creative Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
That show we're gonna be talking about that
I
for
can't-
the next 2 months.
Yeah, I gotta.
There it is.
I gotta go. I gotta make sure.
It's
I
2
go.
months from. Well, no, it's 2 months from right now, but not 2 months from when you're listening to this. Got
Right.
it? Got that?
You know me, babe. Of course.
There are. I am gonna read off a couple shows that will be coming up too. Better Weather at 1919 March 3rd. They're a Dead cover band.
Oh, nice.
Dead tribute band, I would say. Talbot and Anthony Frigia are at Falling Branch. You're still at the Admiral's Cup every Monday night, right?
Every Monday night.
Every fucking Monday.
Every fucking Monday.
And you have Ricky's Monthly Mayhem. Or is
no.
that on pause right now?
Yeah, we're not doing that this year. I did a thing last year at the Cat's Eye where every month I had different musicians come and play with me. And that, while a very joyous process, was exhausting.
Right.
How are you doing?
So
I picked
Right.
that gig up, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
doing
Picked it
it
up on a
now.
different night.
I'm doing it now.
I was gonna.
And now it's my
scoot over.
mayhem.
Right. So now it's the Matthew Project.
Oh
Is it
God!
called
Don't
the
fucking
Matthew
call it that.
Project,
That's
or
the
is it called the Matt
worst
Everhart
fucking thing I've ever heard.
Matt
That-
Thunderfuck on Wednesday nights.
That's
No.
I'm going to put it on our calendar
Yeah,
as the
sure.
Matthew Project.
You can do that, please do.
I don't know why I said that.
No, you're allowed to. I hate hearing my name on anything,
Right.
so I'm here for it.
So you're at the Admiral's Cup
Every fucking Thursday.
every Thursday.
Yeah, with different bands. And then I am doing a similar thing to what Ricky did last year, where I'm trying some interesting combinations of folks at the Cat's Eye, but it's the last Wednesday of every month.
Nice.
And also I do that 11th hour, third Wednesday at the Cat's
Yeah,
Eye.
God
With Dan
they're all
Wallace's
tricky.
thing.
I think I have them on our calendar, but I might have to refresh.
Yeah. It's a good
the
band.
All the different iterations of the time.
Yeah, who even knows?
Yeah.
Right.
And did you want to plug anything else, Miss Shelby? Like, is there any?
This project has become such a priority for me.
Mm-hmm.
This is the main thing I wanted to talk about. I'm in a project with these two guys called Journaling with Sean Bielrosano, and that's a really fun project. We're hoping to play that material out. It's like dancey, long form, jammy music.
And I played drums in that band.
Yeah,
so.
man.
Really
Nice.
interesting.
it's all on YouTube,
It's
yeah?
called Journal.
It's all on YouTube.
The stuff
So
you guys
far.
have released?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we had 3 or 4. We've put 4
Maybe
out.
4 or 5. I don't know.
How many tunes have we put out?
Counting for Elizabeth.
Yeah.
I think that's 4.
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll
So we're
do the
slowly
fifth.
building, like,
Yeah.
I guess an album, but
Nice.
yeah, that's been a really nice, very, very different thing to work on from Big Meadow.
And it's kind of sourced initially from Sean's material. So it's kind of
Sean's.
a writing project for Sean that has become a band.
Awesome.
Well, I'm glad this band exists.
Yeah, me too.
Fucking me too.
Same.
I'm
It's
so happy.
awesome,
yeah, I
man.
can't wait.
And I can't wait to
All
see
right.
it in the live form.
Yeah, April. And we love you guys and gal. We appreciate you guys and gal and everything you do for the city. And, you know, spread the love, spread the joy, and stay sane, Baltimore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, Baltimore. You can find us at www.sanitylounge.com or on Instagram at sanity.lounge.
Keep listening and subscribe.
Stay sane, Baltimore.